is fast approaching, and there are so many players linked with so many different clubs. Some of these are just rumors, some of these actually have some substance to it. And two of these player club connections, quite solid, in fact. One of them is Moises Caicedo, Moises Caicedo from some unknown club in Ecuador. I can't remember the name. And the other one,
Independiente de Vale.
well, there you go, Club Independiente Valle in Ecuador. And the second one is quite well known by now, is formerly surname was Traore, but it's Diallo. Ahmad Diallo from Atalanta in Serie A, Italy. So let's get into it. Start with Diallo, because Caicedo, you know what? Until you told me last week, I think I never really knew much about him. So I'm gonna start with Ahmad Diallo. What a story he's had. We won't go into too much detail about his story. We'll leave that for another video. I think separate deserves that. But you know what? I've seen some videos of this kid, and what a player! What a powerful, just drilling player, and he'll be a really good option to have on the right wing. Yeah. So it's basically a done deal, isn't it? We're like 2 steps, 3 steps away, maybe the final kind of agreements. But
Yeah.
until 100%, it's not 100% until it is 100%. So yeah, like I say, I think he's been waiting for his Italian passport, which all of the immigration documentation, the legal passport, all of that came through this week. And according to The Guardian, this is. And so now he can get his work permit for the UK. And he should be here within the next few, well, I say next few, but, ideally, hopefully he'll be here first week of January. So, yeah, next few weeks. I don't know if there's any other developments, but that new rule, do you want to talk about that real quick? Because I think
we'll do a separate video on it because it's a lot more complicated. But yeah,
yeah, but is it not relevant? Does it not apply to Ahmad Diallo? Is he not going to be affected?
No, it won't apply to Ahmad Diallo because this deal was technically sealed in October. So I don't think this will apply for that deal.
So all the agreements in place before now won't really be affected then?
Yeah, I think so. A lot of clubs, if they are signing young, will have those regulations. But yeah, we'll do a video today on that, and that should soon be released.
Yeah, he'll be here in early January. 22.38. There's quite an exact figure. 22.38 million pounds. That's about 25 million euros, plus the add-ons, and all of this was agreed in the past. I think last year or this summer or last year, one of them. I think it was last
this summer. It was in October.
This year. Right. Okay. It was agreed. It said last summer, but
yeah. So that
meaning this year. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So it was agreed in summer. So it was pretty much a done deal. We were just waiting for all the legal stuff, and now
yeah. So I think
all the parties are happy. Diallo, the player, his entourage, his parents, his family, his agent, everything. I think everyone is happy, and it's gonna go through quite smoothly. So now we just wait for it to happen and for them to.
And I think United stepped into his pursuit at a very, very late stage because he was close to joining another club on loan, and United went in for him, bid, and then they had to cancel his loan deal because it was actually announced on Atlanta website that he's going to join this team, and they had to bring it back, and then he was done again.
It might have been Juventus because I did hear about this before.
No. So he was linked to Juventus. Juventus were interested, but this is a loan deal at some of the other club that he was into. But yeah, I think that's it. So I think United, and we've got almost a here we go from Fabrizio Romano. We got it in October, but this is just finalizing and work permit as well.
Yeah, we can find so many different stats and small details about him, but just something that I read, he's only made 5 appearances. I mean, he spent most of the time on the bench, but then again, he's just a kid, like really. And he scored once for Atalanta, but you look at his junior performances, let's say, there are some videos on YouTube and is incredible. So I think this is one of those. I don't want to, make it sound dramatic, but one of those big generational talents that if we can capture him and help him develop, then he could do some amazing things at the club. So very positive, strong signing. So I'm actually glad we're going for this young talent because we're
I
not the
will.
best at these things.
I will come. I'll talk about the United transfer strategy in a bit anyway. But yeah, so it is very good that we are looking at this player. Good transfer strategy. The second player that United are linked with is Moises Caicedo.
Hmm.
He is a very unknown player. Um, and it is interesting that he is 19 years old. And at 19 years of age, he's already made for Ecuador for national team appearances, which is quite rare, especially in South America, because South American teams are Brazil, Uruguay, a lot of strong teams. He still made appearances in those. He's 19 years old. His main position is central defensive midfield, and he can also play box to box. And the main reason for him joining United is his connection. So United's connection with Valencia, and he obviously is a big fan of Valencia, fellow countryman. Additionally, his two idols in football that he looks up to are Paul Pogba and N'Golo Kante. Pogba being at United has also facilitated this transfer significantly. So yeah, I think he is going to be a uh, good technician in terms of what United are going with. You look at a lot of United signings, and that's what I want to get to, and that's what I want to talk about. Like United, I'll exclude Cavani and Telles somewhat fits into that description, but this is what United are going with because earlier on, when Moyes and Van Gaal and Mourinho were in charge, they went with 23 to 28-year-olds who were in their prime to win the title. But now United are going with players who are quite um, young. So last season, United signed about 8 players in youth academy. This year as well, they signed about 6 or 7 amazing kids from youth academy this season. Even in the first team, they've got uh, I can't pronounce his Palestri. I can't pronounce his
Hmm.
first name, but
Facundo,
Palestri. Yeah,
Facundo
Facundo
Pelestri.
Palestri. Yeah. So him,
Hmm.
Ahmad Diallo, Moises Caicedo. Then there is also Kebach that we are linked with, a Turkish
Yep,
20-year-old. So there is a lot of young players that are being linked with United, and that's what United's new transfer strategy seems to be. And that is
it's it's
why,
it's no carry on.
yeah, that's why United are quite sure that who currently Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the right man because he is trying to bring a lot of youths into the team, use that drive that youths have to prove themselves and to develop as a united way, in the united way, to instill the desire that these players have. Because you get a 30-year-old, I don't want to name players, but we've had quite a lot of big name players who've come to United. I It can be personal reasons, it can be environment, whatever it is, but they could not succeed at United, and that is why they want to go young. And actually, Van Gaal somewhat started it with a Martial being a 19-year-old. We paid 30 million. Same with Diallo as well. For a 19-year-old, we are paying 23 million plus add-ons. So yeah, both of these are very, very exciting signings and would be a good success for United, hopefully. And yeah,
Yeah, I
these
think
are interesting players.
with regard to Caicedo, I think Antonio Valencia has already called Man United, so supposedly he's spoken to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Say, he's a good kid. He's basically said to Caicedo, go there, they'll look after you. What a club. So he's looking forward to it. I'm just hoping that everything goes through. There are no screw ups anywhere in the process. Um, and I just hope everything goes smoothly. With regards to the United strategy, like we're not the best when it comes to, shall we say, bringing on board budding talents and developing them further. We're not the best at that. That is not our forte. That's, the likes of Chelsea really good with it, Wolves really good with it. So I am so glad that we are actually. So think about it this way: the players that we do have, in a couple of seasons, who knows what Pogba's going to be? Like, there's been a question mark ever since the season after he arrived here. So once he moves on, so we need to start thinking about post Pogba squad at United. What is our life going to be look like? So it's a positive, intentful approach that we're taking now to sign these youngsters. And my hope is just that when they do come here, we don't neglect them. I'm not saying we've neglected as many, but let's be honest here, we haven't exactly dealt with our young transfers in the past in the best possible ways. So so Rashford, Greenwood are good examples of the ones that we have, I think, managed well, and look where they are now. But then there have been,
Greenwood as well. Yeah.
yeah, very
So
good, very good.
mm,
But there's one more that's what I just want to throw into the discussion because it's funny. Memphis Depay for 4.55 million, and I was thinking, what the I don't want to talk about him too much, to be honest, because I didn't like
yeah,
him
I
when he
think
was
I
here.
think let's just finish this. But yeah, United are going in with a lot of new strategies, and I think it is
Mm.
quite exciting that we are going for young players, and it could be good for United. Hopefully, they will succeed, and with a lot of, I think at the start, both of these maybe Diallo might come into the first team, start training with first team. Caicedo will train with first team, but he might play like Palestri. He will play in the under 23s maybe at the start,
Mm.
and once he gains confidence in the new league, new country,
Bellish was playing already in the under 23s.
yeah. So yeah,
They got battered by
exactly.
Chelsea the other
But
day, 6-0. But it's really exciting, really exciting. So that's it. That's Caicedo, um,
yeah.
Moises Caicedo, and Ahmad Diallo to Manchester United. Expect the confirmation soon.